The Scottish Liberal Democrats are to launch their manifesto, setting out plans to deliver a decade of opportunity. The party's leader in Scotland, Willie Rennie, will say that voters can choose a responsible plan to build a stronger economy and a fairer society. He will say the Lib Dems are standing on a record of progress in government and vision of the future. Meanwhile, the other parties continue to campaign across the country. SNP leader Nicola Sturgeon will address the Scottish Trade Union Congress in Ayr, where she will argue that a strong team of SNP MPs elected to Westminster will always stand up for Scotland's workers. Scottish Labour leader Jim Murphy will address a street rally in Glasgow, where he will say that the priority in the general election should be rebuilding the NHS, not rerunning the independence referendum. And Ruth Davidson, the leader of the Scottish Conservatives, will meet young apprentices in Pete Riyadh. Decade of Opportunity. The Scottish Lib Dems will launch their manifesto in South Queensferry in the Edinburgh West seat held by the party's Mike Crockart at the last election. Mr. Rennie will say that, in 5 years as part of the coalition government at Westminster, the Lib Dems had got the economy back on track and done so fairly. He will say, "We are now closer to our ambition of creating opportunity for everyone. But with wins for the Liberal Democrat in this election we can make it a decade of opportunity." Mr. Rennie is expected to say the Lib Dems will invest in education, especially in the early years, will put £800 million into the NHS in Scotland and will bring mental health care to the fore. He will say his party will create more jobs and cut taxes for working people. These are Liberal Democrat ambitions because they build a stronger economy and a fairer society, in a stronger Scotland, Mr. Rennie will say. It is a positive offer to create a decade of opportunity for everyone in our country.